Hello and welcome to this video about the new color palette control in Revert Attributes 2016.1. I will be showing you some of the things that you can do with this new control, which shows up at the bottom left corner when you open a workspace. You don't have to leave this here. It is dockable, so you can make it an independent window, which you can of course resize or dock it in a more convenient location. The control itself is very simple to understand and to use. It displays the color palette applied to the selected panel or to the selected 3D object if you're working in 3D view. Panel 1 here is displaying input data in the red, white, blue color palette, and panel 2 on the right has semblance displayed in grayscale. The histogram shows your data distribution and how the colors of the palette are assigned. So black here, for example, shows low semblance values and white is high semblance. And everything in between is displayed in varying shades of gray. Similarly, for the left panel, darker reds are high negative amplitudes and dark blues are high positive amplitudes. The sliders let you adjust the minimum and maximum values of the palette. Everything below the minimum or above the maximum is always assigned the minimum or maximum color respectively. To change a palette, just choose a different palette from the list and your display instantly reflects the change. The control also lets you quickly revert to your default palette. Different attributes have different default palettes that you can configure in the default color map settings. For example, I can choose the red, white, yellow palette for instantaneous amplitude, and now every time I apply instantaneous amplitude, it will be displayed in red, white, yellow. You can also assign defaults for your pre-computed attribute volumes and any expressions that you've created and saved. If you're not satisfied with the palettes that are shipped with the application, you can always customize them in the color palette editor. So let's say I want my very high negative amplitudes to be orange and the very high positive amplitudes to be purple. I can easily add more nodes and pick the required color. I can also drag existing nodes to new positions to customize my palette exactly according to how I need it. After you save your changes, just choose the customized palette from the list to apply it to your display. Another very useful feature in the new color palette is the support for transparency. You can adjust the transparency by using the vertical slider. This is especially useful when looking at data in 3D because it lets you see through the object to what is behind it. So I can see on my time slice a couple of circular areas of low semblance boundaries. To know exactly what's causing this, I need to see what the seismic looks like through here. I can open a line that cuts the feature and I can tell that the low semblance is caused by the faults that are running through here. But when I move my line to the second circular feature, I don't see evidence of a fault. To see what's going on below this time slice, I can adjust the transparency to make it somewhat see-through. And now I can see an area of high amplitudes just below my current time slice on the cross line. This anomaly shows up even better when I apply instantaneous amplitude to the cross line. The instantaneous amplitude displays in the red, white, yellow palette that I selected earlier as the default for this attribute. So I can tell now that this low semblance is most likely due to the amplitude anomaly in this region. What makes this control really unique is the added flexibility to make specific amplitudes transparent as well. So for my instantaneous amplitude, I can use the histogram to make low values transparent so that I can only see the very high values and everything else is transparent. Now the anomaly is the only thing I can see on the cross line and I can continue with my analysis. This is especially useful when you have added complete volumes into your scene. This is an average energy pre-computed attribute that I have open here. There is data inside this cube, but I can't see it because the sides are opaque and I can't see beyond the surfaces. But if I make parts of it transparent, I will be able to see inside the volume as well. Here I can now only see areas with high average energy values, and so these bodies light up nicely and you can analyze them in greater detail. So this was a quick introduction to our new color palette control that is much more versatile than before. Thank you for watching, and for more information about this and other GWS products, please visit our website lmkr.com/GWS.